everyone, it's Beth from Sweetheart's Hair and welcome back to another tutorial. No Bailey today, she's chilling today. She's done her fair share of videos over lockdown. Have a new model, Georgia, and I'll put it all in the description, but Georgia's actually got a gorgeous jewellery company called Dusk the Label. It's on Instagram, so please go and take a look at that. Now, I'm doing a style today. I've done a similar one about 4 or 5 years ago, but this is like the updated 2021 version. It's softer, but it's still edgy, and you're using elastics so you don't actually have to braid. So let's get started. So I'm just taking out some sections of the front. So I want this style to be kind of like edgy, but I'm just softening it up by just leaving these bits out. So I'll just pin these out the way. So basically, these braids are going to sit either side here. Now, I've done it before where I've literally just taken my comb and created that severe part line, but today we're going to try something different, and that's zigzagging the comb down. And what that's going to do is really soften that part line so you don't see any scalp. So I'm just taking my comb all the way down the back of the head. So we're just zigzagging that down, and you see how it's just going to soften that part line up. There's the centre of George's neck there. So just keep going down till I meet that finger, like so. So this works great on short hair, even shorter than George's, or long hair. That's the beauty of this style. You really can do it on any length hair. So you're just going to place one side into a ponytail, and we'll deal with that one in a minute. So you're going to need lots of elastics, guys. Now, people always ask me where I get my elastics from. If I can just grab that bag a sec, Georgia. So I just literally get them from eBay, and they are the really, really fine ones. They've got great elasticity. If you're concerned that they're going to snap, just double up on them. Now we're going to be creating lots and lots of little ponytails. So wherever your ponytails sit is where the braid will sit. So if you want the braid to sit further down, you'll do your ponytails further down. If you want your braid to sit nice and high on the head, you'll bring the ponytails higher. Now the first bit of hair that I'm going to take, I'm not going to put into an elastic, and that's where the softness comes into this style more so than the last time I did it. So you'll just literally take this piece of hair and pin that out the way. So nice and small sections. You can take bigger chunks of hair, but I really love this style to have little baby sections of hair. I just think it looks so pretty. So in the first ponytail goes. I'm just going to pop that out my way, and you're just going to go straight down the hair doing the same thing. Little ponytails all the way down. I have used Lala's prep tool before I did this style, just to give a little bit of volume to the hair, make it easier to manage. I will put the link in the description for you. So if you can see a little bit of indentation to the hair, that's what it is. It's like a micro crimp. 'Cause I never thought I'd ever, baby, see the day you could look at me and watch me as I walk away, walk away.
You're like a Spice Girl.
You do, very 90s, babe. So I'm just going to pin this bit the other side now, just to keep it out of my way. We'll do that in a minute. And then what I want you to do is exactly the same on the other side. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is use some spray clay sexy hair, give the hair a little bit of grip, and I'm just going to soften the hair that's going into these ponytails just to make it a little bit less severe. So I'll do that just by taking my fingers and just pulling away from the elastic. Do the same with these centre pieces here. So we're going to take this first section of hair, guys, and what we're going to do is divide it into 3, and then the underneath ponytail is going to go into 2 and come up the strands. It sounds very complicated, but it's just repeat, repeat, repeat all the way down. So once you've got it, you've got it. So divide into 3, and I'll try and do it so you can actually see. So you've got your 3 strands. You then come underneath here and get your little ponytail and divide it into 2, like so. So 3 strands on top, like that. And then we're going to take one side of the split ponytail up and through, so it's in between those 2 there. And then we're going to take the other side of the split ponytail and it comes up and through there. So that is what you've done. Now these 2 pieces are going to come up and out of your way, and you're just going to pin them for a second. So you've got these 3 sections, and all you're going to do is combine them all together with the next ponytail down and pop an elastic in. And we are literally going to just repeat that process all the way down. And please, somebody tell me how many times I've said literally in this video. I'm trying to get out the habit, guys, but it's not easy. I just keep saying it. It's such a bad habit. Right, okay, release these down. Now, you've got to pretend that this ponytail here, these 2 pieces rather, are your top section, okay? Now, I know they're in 2 at the minute, but you've got to pretend they're in 3. So you've got to split it in 3. So I usually borrow a little bit and borrow a little bit. So now I've got 3 again, yeah? You come to the next ponytail down, you divide it into 2. That comes up and that comes up. So again, you've gone through those 3 sections. This then comes up and out your way. And then these 3 sections get all joined together and added into the next ponytail down. So it's basically top ponytail into 3 sections, the underneath ponytail into 2, then your 2 sections come up and through that sort of fork, through there, and then you pin those out the way, and then you do it exactly the same again. So you've created the first bit of braid, and I know you're probably thinking, what the hell, that's so much work, but trust me, this style, how long did it stay in for, Georgia?
3 days.
3 days last time I did it for her, so it's so worth it. So one last time, I'm just going to ask Georgia to tilt so we can really see it, and then I'm just going to power down the hair then. So I'm dividing this into 3. So I've got my 3 sections, 1, 2, 3. Come into the underneath ponytail, breaking it into 2. My middle section of the 3 pieces is going to come through those bits. They're going to come up and out the way. And these get joined together with the next ponytail down. I am just going to start teasing out these little sections as well, guys. So as I go, I'll do that, and I'll probably do a little bit at the end as well. And you kind of decide how big you want this braid to go, because it's held in with elastic, you can go for it. So I've just got to the bottom here, guys, doing that same process. So what I want you to do is just take this now as far down as the hair will allow. Obviously Georgia has got shorter hair, so it becomes a little bit fiddly. And then obviously we've got no ponytail to add it into, so I'm just connecting these 3 up. If it becomes too difficult at this point, just do a little braid or anything just to sort of get the hair as long as possible, because we're going to do like little pinned buns at the end. And again, I'll just give these a little bit of a pull. You have to be careful, because obviously there's going to be bits popping out at that point, but don't worry too much because we can just pin those in at the end. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So again, guys, you're taking that top piece of hair, breaking it into 3. Next ponytail down, oh, be careful, it is just 1, there we go. Next ponytail down, you're breaking that into 2. So your middle section kind of goes between those 2 underneath, like so. Pin that out the way. grabbing your 3 sections of hair and adding them into the next ponytail down.
Every time I try to lose it, it won't go away. 'Cause I never thought I'd ever, baby, see the day you could look at me and watch me as I walk away, and know I'm never coming back to you. Hey, walk away, and know that our time is up. But I'll be in touch with you, and it won't be.
So next, guys, I'm just going to go in and decide now how much teasing I want to do. I want to make sure that the front's looking kind of soft. Any bits that I feel I can't really spray, I'll just get a little grip, oof, pin it in, you won't even see them.
I'll be in touch with you.
And then you'll just grab hold of these little sort of end bits here and just kind of decide which way round you want to pin them. Do you want to pin them that way or this way? I think I'm going to go this way. Again, don't worry about these sort of bits sticking out. Taking a little grip, and they stay really, really well because there's like lots of elastic in there as well. Same on the other side. I'm just going to kind of twizzle that in.
Coming back to you. Hey, walk away, and know that our time is up. But I'll be.
Putting a tiny, tiny bit of back comb just at the top here. And then I'm just going to take my straightening irons from Styler Pro and just put a bend, guys, don't put a curl. So that by that I mean just clamping down, turning, and just allowing that hair to just kind of glide down. It just gives that really nice sort of bit of a kink to the hair, but not a curl.
Don't ever holler at your girl with nothing to say. You gotta make it up or tell the truth. You had plenty of time for the I love you.
So that's the style done. It does take a little bit of time with all the elastics, but I think it's worth it because I think it just looks mint. So I'm going to do a little spin for you.
And it won't be easy trying to say goodbye to my only.
So thanks so much for watching, guys, and don't forget to have a look in the description for all the details on George's jewellery business. It's beautiful, honestly, and I'll see you next week for another video. Bye!